Aquarius, hello. This is your December 2020 love reading. So focus on love, sun, moon, rising, and ascending for the sign of Aquarius. And if the reading doesn't resonate with you, you're more than welcome to look at your Mercury, which is your communication, or look at your Venus, which is the placement of your love. And if you don't know what those things are, there's a link down below in the description that says free natal chart. If you click on that, it gives you those placements. Also, if you're looking down in the description, you will see there's a link for AC Digital Marketing Solutions. That is my beautiful best friend that does all these really incredible sort of funky thumbnails for me. He's a great graphic designer and social media manager, so if you need anything like that done, you can contact AC Digital Marketing Solutions directly. Okay, so general reading for Aquarius, you're going to look at where you currently are, what brought you to where you are, what is the energy that's coming towards you, and also what the overall energy is. For those of you that are interested, I am doing the initial draw with this reading from the Lightseers Tarot. Okay, and they're coming out right away, like, oh my goodness, the energy's on the burn, my people, the energy's on the burn. All right, so in your, okay, this a card, all right, sure, no problem. Oh, wow. Okay, so in the recent past, you've got the Six of Cups. So this is speaking about that part of life, especially when it comes to love and, you know, so many other things, that this is the part where you don't actually always want. This is the part about becoming ready, about being molded. This is like when you sort of like that slab of marble and the, you know, the sculptor standing in front of you, and they sort of see the sculpture of marble as the universe sees you yet, but you don't quite see that just yet. Now, there is something that kind of happened over here, like a chance connection, somebody from the past is possibly returning, but here's an initial spark that was ignited over here, like a chance meeting, like, oh, this is so cute, this is so nice, you know, and memorable, but pretty much it, you know. It's not exactly like it completely flipped your world. And it's almost in that little spark taking place and then letting it be, it actually got the chance to mature, which a lot of times, you know, when it comes to emotions, it doesn't get that sort of chance to mature because we try to sort of, you know, makeshift things so they can actually work. Whereas, you know, yeah, there was none of that sort of makeshifting. It's like, okay, it is what it is. Maybe it is, and oh, well, whatever. And then so where you currently are with the Knight of Cups, now it is. Okay. So this will either be a brand new love, or it'll be somebody that reminds you quite a lot of somebody else. Okay. This is one of those connections, you know, real beautiful connections that almost somehow sneak up on you. So you were ready, but this is more where you currently are. This is about being ready for the highest good, for whatever life has got available for you right now. So if that is love, fantastic. If that's money, fantastic. If it's a job, if I move, if it's a pet, if it's a cat, whatever. I am open for whatever is going to come my way. And that, going forward there with the King of Cups, that is the beautiful potential of surrender. When we just let it be, whatever it is, it can actually turn out to be pretty spectacular. Okay. And then the overall energy, which is actually quite surprising, you got the High Priestess, and then underneath the High Priestess, you got the Emperor. Okay. So the High Priestess always, you know, the High Priestess is an oracle that only speaks the truth. This is more sort of a reflection of our inner world. Okay. And it's kind of like you holding all the pieces right now when it comes to love. So even if you meet the right person, and this is very much where your mind is at the moment, you know, even if, you know, it's almost like you're so tired of the whole sort of like, you know, the sort of like the run-of-the-mill type of thing, that even if you meet the right person right now, and even if they check all the right boxes, you may still be like, whatever, you know, blah, blah. I'm not really sure if I'm in the mood for this right now. Very interesting. Right. Okay, I want to draw you one card from, okay, after, okay, sure, sorry. We're going to do that afterwards. So, I want to draw you some clarifiers then. You're going to clarify the Emperor first, and one card came out, Queen of Pentacles, and another one sort of landed there on my hand, which is the Star, and then something turned over here. Oh my goodness, look at this. The High Priestess. So remember, we are clarifying the High Priestess and the Emperor right now. Okay, so the High Priestess is saying to you that you are ready. You are 100% ready. You are about as ready as you're ever going to be during this entire lifetime. You are ready, and you're ready in a very healthy way. All right? And the amazing thing is, especially when it comes to love, we might be so sort of like motivated towards it. But then when we get to that point where we are 100% ready, we can't really be too bothered about it. And that is the beautiful thing about this whole twin flame journey, where we sometimes look for somebody else to complete us, but the completion that we are seeking takes place within ourselves. And then when you get to that point where you are really ready and the completion took place within yourself, you may go to a space where you might be open to, a relationship, a commitment, a bond, love, but, you don't really need it. But obviously, Aquarius being Aquarius, where you currently are, I feel quite a strong focus here on working hard to establish your own life, your own independence, your own sort of coin, your own flow. There's a strong focus here on you. But what's also happening is that you are being the truest version of yourself. Sometimes we work so hard because, we follow some sort of spiritual practice or path or whatever, and sometimes getting into your flow is a bit of a process, and we sometimes lose ourselves a bit in the process, and this is you really being you, where it's interesting. It's almost like you sort of get to a part where you become lost, and it's that being lost is the final part, which sort of roots you back to yourself, to your own sort of authentic being, and this is a sense of like, I'm okay, I'm an Aquarius, I'm the boss, I'm okay, I don't really need anyone, I'm okay on my own, I don't need to be having these complications with the feelings and all those type of things. I don't need to have any of those things. So lovely that you're showing up, but just, you bought me some flowers, you bought me a gift, lovely, park it at the door, and off you be. Don't bother leaving a contact number, none of those things, I feel that you're sort of dealing here with someone that they might kind of take you by surprise. So it'll be like, just leave it at the door, don't bother. And then the person says, well, on Saturday night, I'm going to be here by whatever, 39 South Pier, and it's almost like your sense of curiosity kind of makes you go. This is almost like if there was somebody that was playing you, they would be playing you really, really well, because they would be pushing your buttons in that sense of curiosity and whatever. But this is sort of like that playing element that would be very, very well done for you, but you're not being played. This is more like one of those connections where this particular person really wants to be with you, but they're not gonna, this is a beautiful connection where somebody cares about you so much that they're not going to try and push you into something that you might just feel that you don't really want to do right now. Maybe you're not ready, maybe you're not in the mood, okay? And that is your twin flame journey. Okay, that you're in alignment with right now. So let's look at this High Priestess that now has come out twice in your overall energy. What does the High Priestess have to say for us, please, for the December 2020 love reading for Aquarius? You've got the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is actually, in fact, on top of the Queen of Pentacles. All right, and so for many of you, you're in that space right now. Listen, I'm working now on myself, on my abundance, on my flow, on my energy. I'm focusing on me. There's going to be a spotlight shining. It's going to be shining on me, by me, and I'm okay with that. Approve, disapprove, I couldn't actually care. All right? And sort of makes you a badass when you think about it. You know, it makes you attractive. Because humans also by default really want a lot what they don't have. There's a lot of your inner witch coming out here. And you might want to consider that the working on a relationship and the working towards sort of like, financial independence, career stability, those type of things, that new job, promotion, whatever, the two can actually beautifully support one another. Okay? It doesn't have to be contrived. It doesn't have to be one or the other. The two can actually work together quite beautifully. I thought there was a card coming out. Let's see what we have. Okay. That whole handful of cards is not going to work. Oh my goodness. So I'm picking up the cards that fell, and then the one card that actually stays behind is this card. Queen of Swords. So now you've got the Queen of Pentacles, you've got the Queen of Wands, and you've got the Queen of Swords, all within your overall energy. You can choose differently. You don't have to be so set in your ways. There could be a better way of doing things if you would only allow yourself to think that way. Let's see what okay, I thought that was coming out. So we're going to look at a card for the Star card and this High Priestess here in your overall energy. What are you so destined for? Two of Pentacles. Things are sort of really shifting in your favor here, and it focuses so much more on you, on your life. Things are really working out here for you. Things are working out for you more and more and more, where it's almost like you don't really want to be distracted by like relationships right now. You don't want to be distracted by this whole love sort of stuff. You're like, I don't have time for this right now. Okay, but then again, of course, with this Queen of Swords, that said to you that you can actually have both. It doesn't have to be either or, and obviously the Two of Pentacles confirms it for you. And as you would know, we've got the High Priestess that came in twice. Just because you're working at a successful career doesn't mean that you have to alienate yourself from love. All right, let's look at the recent past at the Six of Cups. With a whole handful of cards is way too many cards. I'm going to put them all back. Some sort of chance encounter, chance meeting. And I'm smiling now because I'm actually thinking of a particular event that took place within Aquarius. And I was like, what's going on here? It really got me. So the Ten of Wands. That situation changed everything. Just to let that person know, I'm not doing the reading specifically for you. Whole handful of cards. Okay. Ten of Wands, Six of Wands, and so Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. All right, let's just get the story together here. So for this recent past, there's the Ten of Wands. This chance encounter really started to shift you. It's like there was a certain operational system up to this point in time. Boom, that stopped. What you may or may not have realized at this particular point in time there with the Six of Swords is that there was a, it's sort of like a switch that happened where you became willing to compromise in ways that you were not willing to do so before. Okay? Game changer energy. Knight of Pentacles, this is you going for something that is a little bit unsurpassed for you. It's not the sort of thing that you would generally do. Game changer, you got excited about something, but that in itself sort of ignited this overall energy where you are right now with your career and everything. Okay? Ace of Wands. This is one of those situations where we meet our soulmate, but somehow the timing seems off. All right? Obviously with the universe, the timing is never really off. It's all part of a grander plan. Then the other two cards that fell to the floor are the Lovers and the King of Pentacles was underneath. You saw, you liked, you changed, and you might tell everybody, oh, I'm over, oh, I'm not even thinking about them. But you might be. Okay. This is like this beautiful energy. It's like fire within me. It's like something really shifted with this chance meeting, with this chance encounter. And it's almost like you didn't want to hope because you didn't know if anything was ever going to come of this. All right. There's a very strong Gemini energy within this. Maybe you're dealing with a Gemini, you might not actually know whether this person's a Gemini or not, you know, but there's a Gemini sort of flow. The current energy, clarifying the Knight of Cups, you've got the Nine of Cups and the Page of Wands. Let's see what's happening over here. Oh, come on, cards. Play with it. Okay. So, you've got the Ten of Swords, you've got the Judgment card, and then underneath the Judgment card, which keeps on falling, you've got the Three of Cups. This is you sort of merging in the situation before. This person might not be back yet. But it's almost like your soul sort of knows what's going on. And your resistance is going. Ten of Swords that's about cutting off connections, basically. Okay? Mind, patterns, beliefs, friends, past, lovers, that sort of things, habits. There's a part of you here that was holding on for things to be in a different sort of way, basically. But then obviously there with Page of Wands, this is, you know, pages are always about sort of, it's about an epiphany, but where you get, for example, the ace that you would have had here in your recent past. You know, aces are more like divine intervention. They just sort of like happen. With pages, we sort of make a decision. We become ready for something in our life, in the outside of our life, and we do the inner work that we know we need to do within ourselves, the decisions that we need to take within ourselves. And for you, one way or the other, that decision is or was letting go of ties that you might have thought you might never need to be letting go of. And it's a little bit hard for you, you know, with the Judgment card that it keeps on falling. This is you sort of reasoning, yes, but yeah, what maybe, like, how about, you know, it's that sort of thing. But eventually I actually feel that there with the Three of Cups, it's like you are moving to a different circle, okay? And sometimes, in order to move from this circle to that circle, we need to leave a certain pattern behind, because not everybody's always ready to go with us, you know, to the next level. Maybe we don't want them to, okay? Is this a marriage partner, marriage potential? I do feel that. All right, so good connection here. Happens quite suddenly too, you know. It's like this person just somehow manages to catch you unawares, but it's almost like it's a, you know, it goes both directions. Knight of Cups, Moon and the Four of Wands. This is one of those connections that kind of make you realize what it is that you really want to have, and you can't really lie to yourself about it, you know. So you may have been the person running the show for a long period of time, you know, having things your way. You know, I'm sort of like the boss over here. And you go into a connection where you were actually realizing that you can still be the boss. In fact, you can be the boss 100%, but there's now two bosses, and it's a very equal balance of give and take that's taking place over here. It's like a tango dance. You know, it's very sort of passionate, but it's structured. There's a flow. There's a balance. You know, there's a there's a foundation of how things are going to go. So even though you can do some really funky things with the tango, it works as long as everybody plays by the rules. And this is why you're going with a connection where there's sort of like two bosses now. Of course, the card fell to the floor. Let's see what it is. Two of Earth, which is Two of Pentacles, again, with that balance taking place over there. All right, so there's a beautiful balance that's coming in place over here within your life. You are actually, I feel, getting a balance that you might not know that you might have been seeking for. This is, you might have been quite a chaser, quite a runner, going for the next big deal, you know, the next big show, the next big this, the next big that. And this is almost like you get into a space where you don't have to do everything so much yourself anymore, because you're within a dance, within a flow, which sort of includes a lot of people, but it's also very private, okay, which I feel is exactly what you want to have. Let's see what we've got for you for a crystal oracle card, maybe, Aquarius. And if the reading resonates with you, more than welcome to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Remember, if you subscribe, to hit that notification bell. Let's see what we got. Card came right out, and Brazilianite, and it's in reverse, flexibility. Okay, still a sense of you know, if it's in the upright position, it kind of encourages you to be more sort of flexible, but it's like whatever you needed to be ready for this connection, it's already set in place. All you really need to do is just wait for things to play out right now. And they're playing out quite fast. Okay. Oh, yes. My next set of readings, which I'm quite excited about, is actually going to be my 2021 readings for all the different zodiac signs. So be sure to check back in for that.